Ladies and gentlemen, live from Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977 is Wednesday or Saturday, and you know what that means. It's time for AEW Dynamite or Collision Event Center. And now here's the man that will bring you the happenings of AEW All Elite Wrestling action, Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima's Shenanigans of 1977, episode number excuse me, let's try that again. Episode number 2,115 episodes. How you guys doing? It's already Sunday, March 23rd, 2025, 12:25 a.m. That's right, Sunday morning. I'm up. Like, what the heck are you doing up this early? You should be in bed. You got a lot to do this week. Before you guys got the Easter Bunny on his way to the mall. I know. Here's why. AEW Collision did not happen until 11 o'clock last night, so to speak. So it ended at noontime, in the afternoon, at midnight tonight. And it's going to happen tonight, 11 o'clock into 12 o'clock Monday morning. Now, here's the thing. I will not do the collision report for Sunday until Monday after I come home from work. So, technically tomorrow. So, we're going to get going right on this. As you know, this will be a two-parter, and this is the first part. It's only for 1 hour each because of the time constraints and all that. So, this is just part one of the AEW Collision Event Center. I would have done both parts in one shot, in one sitting, but I have decided to wait on that until wait on that and decided to split up the episodes. So, because there's one on Saturday, one just past Saturday, that's tonight, and one on Sunday. So it gets confusing, I know. I think the decision of TNT and signing them with TNT, they should have signed with a cable company that won't preempt their shows, and or delay their shows. I think that's been the big issue, because you want ratings, you want to win ratings wars and all that. And AEW, what's killing them is they've signed with channels that could easily preempt their shows. For one, this is the three strikes they're getting against AEW. This is the only reason why I'm not dissing AEW in a way, but there's three things they need to fix, I think, in order for them to be successful. Number 3 is for Tony Khan to stop being petty towards a wrestling company, especially the WWE. I say if WWE and TNA can collaborate, so can AEW and WWE. I know AEW's done a lot of collaborating with Stardom, with CMLL, and New Japan Pro Wrestling and whatnot. I do believe that if you want the ultimate forbidden door to be open to the WWE's, Tony Khan has to stop focusing on trying to outdo the WWE. All right, focus on getting your product better. You got some good things going on in AEW. That's why I still watch. So there's that. Then you got 2. It stops try to sign a contract with a channel, a cable company that won't, or even a cable network that won't preempt your shows. Ratings are very, very important, and if your ratings are not doing well, something's got to change. So preempt or even further delay. If you want more ratings, you got to go to a show, or got to go to a channel that could help you do that, And I know having TBS and TNT would be cool and all, but the unfortunate part is you got, like I said, the NCAA men's tournament that has changed Collision to later hours, where people barely watch and they're trying to get some sleep and stuff. And you probably want ratings and I think the reason why the ratings are not done well, because Tony Khan has worked, and the Young Bucks have worked hard. They did all this just to please one guy, as that dude white dingle nut douchebag Dave Meltzer. I'm sorry. People like Dave Meltzer and JD from NY, New York, should get out of. I don't like saying this, and I know people love professional wrestling. I like wrestling. But there's some people out there that do not belong reporting on the sport. And two of them are Dave Meltzer, because he keeps giving out false information. And two, JD from New York just criticizes everything about professional wrestling. I mean, he got so bad to the point where he was banned from commentary on a live show in New York per the request of Mercedes Moné. So it's like, I'm not defending Mercedes Moné or her actions or anything like that, but JD from New York, NY, and Dave Meltzer, just don't worry about what people think of you. Just do your show, do your thing. That's what I do. That's why I'm here. But as for JD and Y, that's advice I'll give him. But as far as Dave Meltzer goes, Dave Meltzer, this is not Star Search. You're not Ed McMahon, okay? I mean, people, and that's the problem. You turn AEW to your own personal Star Search. Remember the Star Search show where they have, they ran by stars and what was eyes. I don't know what it is, Dave Meltzer, but you have to get off the Star Search snide and let the wrestlers do their job and entertain the fans. That's very, very important. And I respect AEW. I respect the talent that they have there. Like I said, the cool things going on in AEW. Toni Storm and Harley Cameron. Now, Hikaru Shida's been on the sidelines for a while. Don't know what's up with her. And Mina Shirakawa just returned from injury in Stardom. And who knows if she'll make an appearance again in AEW. I love Mina Shirakawa. So, and I like Toni Storm too, so much so I finally decided to order. It was another Amazon exclusive shirt, and it's in my size, 5XL, and it has a Toni Storm shirt. I'm buying that, and I decided, well, I'm going to do that. So I'm very, very happy that it might be coming in this Wednesday. I'm hoping, and I'm looking forward to it. So looking forward to wearing it, possibly the second half of next week. Or this coming week. So yeah, I'm yammering on so I can kill some time here, because this was only an hour-long show, and the next collision will be part 2, Slam Dunk Sunday. So this is Slam Dunk Saturday special, and the TNT title was on the line to kick it off. Daniel Garcia versus Adam Cole. Heck of a matchup between these two gentlemen, and it got to the point where it is a time limit, that the match ended up in a time limit draw. It was a heck of a matchup. Fans didn't like the decision, but that means as a result, Daniel Garcia is still the TNT champion. So I'm sure they're going to, Adam Cole and Daniel Garcia will probably want to run it back one more time. We'll find out. Meanwhile, the open challenge continues with Platinum Max Caster. People started chanting for Anthony Bones. He said, I ran him out of AEW. Yeah, I don't know. Platinum Max Caster should receive the Run DMC award. You talk too much and boy, you never shut up. Here's the deal. Now I think I found my 8th person that has a punchable face that in wrestling. Max Caster. There you go. So, let's say Logan Paul, The Miz, A-Town Down Under, that's Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, MJF, and then both Nemeth brothers, Ryan and Nick, and now I got my 8th punchable face in Max Caster. I was going to say, well, Platinum Max Caster, and let's see, who got a punchable face in NXT? Number 9. I just got another list idea on top of the Shenanigans charts. So, he keeps running his mouth, who's going to be next to step up? And then you hear the Ox music being played, and Hook comes out, and Hook beat Max Caster. Max Caster, or I like to call him Max Bastard, because he is one. Max Caster, listen to me. You keep running your mouth, you're going to get your butt kicked in. Dude, what are you doing? What the heck are you thinking? Well, then Lexi Nair interviewed Queen Aminata, and then Serena Deeb interrupts. She was like, "Complete my book, 1,000 holds. You can have it." He goes, "No, no. I think I can win this one myself. Thanks, but no thanks." And Queen Aminata went one-on-one with Julia Hart. With Julia Hart, and I have a sister named Jada. That's probably I have her on the brain. Hopefully she's okay. But Queen Aminata went one-on-one with the Hounds of Hell's Julia Hart, and Julia Hart did pick up the victory after a mistake was made by Queen Aminata in the middle of the ring. Say you can do it by yourself, and me, Serena Deeb's probably going to have a chuckle at that. And then Lexi Nair interviewed Harley Cameron. She's going to be in action next week, the lovely Harley Cameron. And also, she would in the Luchador Tag Team matchup as Commander. I think Commander will be. Commander will be teaming up with. Let me see. Okay, who Commander is? Yeah, the Commander's going to be teaming up with somebody. Let me just give it a second here. Let's see. Let's see. Oops. Okay, give me a second here. Profile likes. Let's see. So. So, let's see. Hold up. All right. Okay. Let's see if, all right. You get that. Okay. Let's see. Shoot. Shoot. Give me a second here. Shoot. Give me a second here. It's taking me a long time to do this. I ain't trying to look this up. Slam Dunk Sunday. Okay, here we go. Slam Dunk Sunday. Okay, it is. All right. Here's what's going on in Slam Dunk Sunday. The World Trios title on the line. Death Riders defending against Top Flight and AR Fox. And the team of Commander and Hologram will be known as Los Titanes del Air. That probably be the Titans, the Flying Titans, against the LFIs Dralistico and the Beast Mortos. Johnny TV going one-on-one Bandito and Harley Cameron in action. And she was interviewing Harley Cameron, and Lexi Nair says, "What about you and Harley Graham? Come on, Harley. Harley Graham, Harley Cameron, you put two and two together. We all know that's you, sweetheart. But we love you anyways. You just have fun being yourself, man." And as you go, "Feel the wrath," and went to walk away like Harley Cameron being a nutcase as usual. A beautiful nutcase, I like to call her. And Julia in NXT called her, she's called the Beautiful Madness. Well, we can call Harley Cameron the Beautiful Nutcase. And you know what? I don't mind. I like her. So, the main event, Don Callis joined on commentary, in a trios match of Powerhouse Hobbs, Mark Briscoe, and Rocky Romero go up against the Murder Machines, not the Monster Machines, I thought it was the Murder Machines, and Konosuke Takeshita. The Murder Machines and Konosuke Takeshita represented the Don Callis family, and Murder Machines is Lance Archer and Brian Cage. And Takeshita and the Machines end up winning that matchup. So, that is all the time that we have on this show. Thank you. That is all the time we have on the show. Thank you for tuning in to, whoops, give me a second here, folks. Sorry. Lots of craziness is happening here. So I want to thank everybody for tuning into the show. Episode 2115 of the show. Remember, tomorrow will be, technically, will be Slam Dunk Sunday later on. And also, on Raw, will be emanating from Glasgow, Scotland at 4 p.m. on Netflix. Can't wait to watch that. So, until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode of the show. This is Mr. Announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E and door for Bob Saget production, and in association with a Raving Bull for 3000 Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. See you later on the next episode of the show. Goodbye for now.